So, anyways, here's the list of materials you'll need to tie the black bear. The hook is a number 4 low water. The thread is white 3/0 monocord and black 6/0 monocord. The tag is flat silver tinsel. The tail is black hackle fibers. The butt, fluorescent red stretched nylon. The ribs, oval silver tinsel. The body is black floss. The throat is black hackle. The wing is black bear. And the head is black. Black, 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 black. All kinds of black.
Ready to go.
All right, let's do it, buddy.
Okay. Now we got, again, a standard hook in the voice. Actually, this is a low water hook, but it has a looped eye, which is standard for salmon patterns, right?
Okay.
And the reason why I'm tying on a low water hook.
When you say looped eye, just for
okay, we're going to get a tight shot of this here.
Okay. We'll throw our focus right off there, but
let's try to get a shot of it.
All right, let's see what we
and
can
I'm
do.
going to undo that thread so our viewers can see this.
Oh, okay.
There's a return.
There you go, right there.
Right here. It starts right here, goes down, forms the eye, and comes all the way up.
Okay.
So what happens when I bind the thread to this?
You seal it off.
I seal it off.
Wicked.
There we go.
All right. I figured there might be one person out there other than myself who wasn't sure. So
yeah.
There you go. All right. Continue on.
Okay, my friend.
Swami Rob.
Okay. We'll attach our thread on the loop and come down just past it, right? Deja vu. All over again.
Wow, I've seen this before.
Oh my. Now.
Yeah, you look lost. When you look
I look lost here. Yeah.
I've thrown him off his rhythm. Didn't take me long.
Now we're going to put in our tag material.
Okay. Again, we want to use the silver side, so we go gold side down.
Yeah.
Gold side facing the tire.
I'll just pull that over towards me now for a few reps just to lock it in. And what I'm going to do is just lay down some cement again.
Can you get mylar tinsel that is silver both sides and gold both sides? Or?
Nope. No.
I guess it's more practical this way because depending on, you can go either or.
Yeah. And here we go. We'll wrap down a nice tight turns. Like, the viewers may see that I'm wrapping fairly quickly, but those wraps are together. And where I've got that shank lacquered is bleeding through on the thread, and it looks like in spots I'm missing it, but I'm not. Okay, I'll come right down to the point. One more turn, and I'll reverse the flow of the thread. And I'm going to make what normally would be the tag just a little bit longer, almost double the width of what it usually would be. I'll explain that.
You better.
Most or all of my butts, fluorescent butts, whatever, I always have an underbody on it. Now, last week I did a butterfly, green butt butterfly, and I didn't. But normally, I use a white thread so that negated the dark color of the shank. But ordinarily, you should use a tinsel underbody. Okay. Again, the reason why you do that is so that you got a good backing underneath, and the dark shank doesn't show through. Now, I'm going to pull that and stretch a little.
I guess, too, while there's always room in fly tying, just like all other aspects of life for a new outlook on something or trying something different, there is, on the other hand, a reason why you do certain things a certain way, because this has been tried and tested over many, many years of fly tying, and it just seems to work best if you do it, or use this certain type of material at this certain section of the fly or something.
Correctly. Now, what I did right there was I locked it off for 2 turns, and I wrapped back halfway on that tinsel tag. So what we got shown now in tinsel is just going to be the tag. And I'm going to tie in some black hackle fibers for the tail. Black doesn't really show up very well on that fly as a tail material because on top of it you've got the hair wing, which is black too.
Yeah.
I think a better material right there would be peacock sword or golden pheasant crest.
Although with the red, it does sort of add a bit of separation for the eye with the red butt.
Yeah, but not much. And you're looking at it from this way. The fish sees it from underneath. Just take the fly up. Now, see what I mean?
I can still see the red.
No, you can't see the black tail.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah.
God, this guy is good. You think like a fish.
You got to.
Glub, glub.
And we'll cut off some material for our butt, which in this case is fluorescent red nylon stretch. and slip it underneath the hook and trap it between the thread and the hook, and one turn locks that in.
For you?
Yeah, but I'll bring that up now, say equal distance. The tag and the butt in this case should be equal distance, equal in width.
Here's a classic example for young school kids out there who wonder, what am I going to do? I don't need math when I get out into the outside world. There's all kinds of mathematics in this. Equidistant and thirds and everything's proportion. I must say it's a very...
Proportions are everything in this fly.
Yeah.
Every fly. Okay, just going to wrap that back straight up. Okay, excellent. And wrap it off at one turn. Now it just locks it there, right? It's just in place. That's good. Now, what we do is we
look around, pick up something, and we tie it in.
Yeah, we gotta get our rib material. Now, in this case, it's gonna be, well, again, it's gonna be between fine and medium. This sizing is a little different than what I'm used to.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful tinsel. It's indestructible. Bomb-proof.
May I try?
No, except for John.
It may be bomb-proof, but not necessarily John-proof.
Okay, now we'll just wrap it up. Again, we don't trim our waist ends.
No.
That's going to be all locked.
So that'll all be used as part of the underbody?
That's right. Okay, we'll go up about 1/3 of the body. And what we'll do is we'll tie in our floss. That's going to be our body.
Now, I noticed you didn't use a full strand of it.
No, I used a half. I'm going to keep in proportion with the style of the hook. The style is a low water hook. It's a slim hook. And I don't see any reason of putting a fat body on a slim hook. Better to go to a hook that's in proportion to the size body you're going to use, right?
That's right, yeah.
You agree?
Oh. I'll get that.
Oh, good man.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I get.
To lend a helping hand.
Scalpel.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, now we're going to twist our waist ends.
Sounds like a Richard Simmons video.
Yeah.
Twist your waist ends. And 3 more. And 2 more.
And
over to the left.
So it's a nice smooth underbody here.
Okay.
Beautiful. Again, a nice smooth underbody leads to a nice smooth body. If you haven't got a smooth underbody, there's no way you can wrap a smooth body. Again, I'll spin and twist it and take the twist out and flatten the thread. And I'll go up to our tie-off area. This is going to be the end of our body right here. And I'm just going to...
A mini whip finish.
Yeah, just 2 whips. No need taking excessive whips when you're just tying off thread. I could have got away with 1, but just in case 1 slipped, I got number 2 with it, right?
Because, of course, the rest of the fly will lock that
Oh,
all in
yes.
place.
Now, I'm over that actually right now.
Yeah.
I've just got enough head space now. Before I wrap the body.
A little bit of cement again.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. You put the cap back on.
Happy.
Happy feet here.
Yeah. Okay. And we're going to form a tapered body, slim in the rear, a little heavier at front. As I work up towards the hook, what I'm doing is I'm sort of half wrapping back on the...
Overlapping.
Yeah.
Okay, so
On
start
the
up
previous wrap,
end,
right?
And then you,
Yeah.
as you get closer, you overlap more and more.
Okay. That's working out real well. Nice and smooth. You can see the taper developing. It's going to work out real nice. Now down here is where you have a lot of problems. You know, is trying to get that join right here. Now we got 2 layers of flosser now.
Okay.
So we want to smooth that out. So we got to sort of half wrap on that right there now.
Yeah.
Firm pressure, and then start spacing it. So it's edge to edge.
Okay.
Okay, we're there now, right?
Down to the red button.
Okay, we're going to twist our floss and take the twist out of it. Smooth it out. Okay, that's working out real nice. You're seeing now that it has a nice taper. Slim at the rear.
Thicker up front.
Thicker up front.
Slim again at the top.
Yeah, that's one of the hallmarks of a...
Sort of like a brontosaurus.
Yeah, that's one of the hallmarks of a good fly. Looks beautiful, came out beautiful. Now, we'll just clip out the intents, or excuse me, floss. And 5 ribs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
And I like to wrap down on that and just lock it in real well. Ribs get pulled out fairly easily.
All right. Before we get too carried away there, why don't we... Geez, that looks nice.
Yeah, come on.
That's fun. Streamline.
Yeah.
Let's go to our G. Loomis Fly Rods tip of the week for this week.
The tip of the week, brought to you by G. Loomis of Canada Limited, where technology and performance meet.
And the tip of the week for show number 3 is what? Oh, great one.
A nice tapered body. And the proportions. Now, we've mentioned that before.
This goes beyond fly tie.
Yeah, no, but seriously.
Okay.
You know, proportions are everything into a well-tied, nice-looking fly. I mean, if I had... Let's take the back portion here. I said half and half. Half tag, half butt. Now, the normal rule here is your tag portion is going to be much longer than your butt, if it was ostrich or whatever.
Sure.
But when you're tying floss and fluorescent butts and whatever like that, I think that makes a big difference.
It really looks sharp.
Yeah. And again, you can see the nice taper.
Yeah.
You got slim at the rear.
Especially with the bend in the hook too.
Yes,
It really has a aerodynamic.
Nice slim at the rear and a little thicker at the front.
Yeah.
And that really cuts through the water nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. But that's the whole key to fly tying. Proportions, proper size materials, and way to lay down the hook. That's the crux of it all.
Way to lay down that hook, buddy.
Yep. Okay.
What are you doing?
Back at it again.
Okay, what are we doing here?
We're going to double this hackle because we're going to put it in a collared and pull down throat.
Okay.
Now, instead of just picking off the fibers and laying them on,
Sure.
we're going to double it. And what we do here...
Oh, this is your doubling technique.
Yes, of course.
Oh, this is old hat now. We've seen this.
Yes. Okay, we put on the root of the hackle. The dull side is facing me.
Okay.
And I just pull it over to one side.
Fan it over.
Yep. Just a little bit of manipulation and it'll behave for you. Now, I pretty well got that measured in my mind's eye, how much I want it there.
Yep.
The length of it and all, that's going to work out just right.
So this is a great way of doubling the thickness of the hackle, and yet not necessarily getting the bulk of 2 stems of having to have 2 hackles
That's
involved.
right, exactly. Excellent. Okay, now what we'll do now is I'm going to wrap the head of the body just a couple of wraps. And I'll tie the hackle in underneath for 5 or 6 turns.
And then...
That's nice, firm wraps, right?
Cut out the excess.
Yeah. There we go. And I'm just going to put a bit of that quill. Yep. Now these wraps, to get a nice full throat, have to be right edge to edge, right? And what you do, you don't pull it over.
Okay, now we want the fibers pointing towards the
rear of the hook,
rear
right?
Of the hook, yeah.
So what we do is we just lay the hackle pliers down. The weight of the hackle pliers is pulling that back. Now see how quickly they'll just lay back nicely?
And that's enough tension on just the weight of the hackle pliers.
That's right.
So when you bring it up top, you don't want to be pulling too hard.
No.
Okay, you're able to get...
Okay, 3 turns to lock it in.
Yep.
I'm going to do a couple of turns. Excess turns don't add any durability to the fly. Security just builds up bulk. Okay, I tied it off for 3 turns. Now, you can see that I've got a bunch of fibers all around the hook. Now, this would be a great Cassavum hackle. But we're not doing a Cassavum hackle. We're doing a collared, which we did, and pull down throat. So what I do is I separate the fibers fairly evenly. And when I get to the point there, I'll just nip off the top fibers.
Wow, you brute.
And I'll pull it down. Now, the reason why I came ahead with 2 turns of thread before I tied in the hackle was, if I were to wrap back now, as I'm going to do, to tie that in the position so that's going to be down underneath the throat. If I didn't come ahead first before tying in the hackle, I'd be wrapping back on my body, and I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to turn that over just a wee bit more. 3, good. Let's see what's doing up here. I'm going to pluck that fiber out. It's just not behaving. There we go.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's nice and
All right.
that's in the position. See, it's hard to do that by just laying in a beard throat, just pulling off fibers and putting it here. They usually hug the body a little bit too much. This way here, you're getting a lot of play.
And how far down the body do you want your throat material to go?
That could depend on, that's a personal thing. I don't like to have it any shorter than a mid-rib,
Okay.
but it can go back as far as to the end of the body, which it is right now, right?
Okay. But it
Now-
also stands off from the body, so it's not tight right down
Yes,
the body.
that's right, that's right.
So it covers up the ribs or anything like that.
Now, I'm going to use manga tail. It calls for black bear, but black squirrel, black bear,
It's easier to catch a
Manga.
manga than it is a bear.
no, squirrel hair, bear hair is fairly coarse. It's hard to get fairly straight hair, you know?
So what is manga tail?
It's a manga cat. It's a member of the cat family, and it's got a long, barred, white and black tail. But it's a beautiful soft hair for tying flies, I can guarantee it.
I've never
Nice
heard
or
of
fishy.
a manga cat before.
Yeah, it's down in the Midwest, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a house cat?
No, well, it's a wild animal.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, cat.
Yeah. I
Not
guess
a-
it's
not
a
a
lot-
meow
yeah,
cat.
No, it's like a lot like a weasel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, except it's a lot bigger now. Okay, now what we'll do is we've judged the length of our wing, and we're going to tie that off in thirds.
Okay. Rule of thirds.
Rule
Again,
of
this is
thirds.
something
We'll go
way back.
1 on the lower end.
Yeah.
So we got the lower third of hair trapped, the middle third, and then the whole.
Top. Sometimes you do this technique
Wing.
if your wing is not as bulky and you only do it with 2. You take half and then the top.
Yep.
Would you ever have a rule of quadruple or no? You never.
No, not that.
All right.
My golly, it looks all right again. I'm doing all right the past 3 shows, you know. I hit it right on every time.
I guess that would happen though. Sometimes you're tying something and at the end of it you look and you go, "Whoa,
Yeah.
what was that?" And just something got out of whack along the line and.
Oh yeah, you just lose it. You know, you lose a certain technique or whatever, right?
Or I suppose if a proportion gets thrown off halfway through it or something like that, that could then.
Oh, if you blow a proportion on the back end, it's going to throw everything else up.
Yeah.
So.
Alrighty, there
Yeah,
she is.
that came out nice. I like that.
Nice job, Rob.
Thank
Super
you.
job.